Hello everybody, we're back with more of King's Quest III. I paused the game before I started recording because, again, I am rather time conscious here. I don't want to waste too much time. Some people might think that I'm being a bit too picky about the time. You don't actually have to get rid of Mananan on his first trip away. You can get rid of him on subsequent journeys, but I just would prefer to do it all the first time around so that we don't have to wait for him to come back and then wait for him to leave again. If he comes back, you can just wait for him to leave again. He'll leave again in another 5 or 10 minutes, but I don't want to have to wait 5 or 10 minutes for that, even though I guess I could just do it off the video, but why bother? I'll just go ahead and... Oh, I love those squirrels. I love the way those little gray squirrels twirl their tails around. I just love the little animations that they give these little animals in the game. It's pretty awesome. All right, so here's the tree where I got robbed last time. Let's take a quick look around. Beautiful trees of the forest to the east grow sparse as they reach the edge of the great desert to the west. You do notice one particularly large oak tree. What a fine oak, you think. If you look at the ground, there's nothing of interest, just some acorns scattered around the old oak tree. Well, let's get some acorns. Get acorns. You pick and poke among the fallen acorns looking for dried ones. You eventually find 3 dried acorns and take them with you. What a coincidence. 3 dried acorns is exactly how many we need. There's also a hole in this kind of crotch in the tree. So let's go ahead and if we look at the tree, you can see large spreading branches and thick leaves. Looking down, you see a small hole between the tree's large roots. What if we look inside the hole in the crotch? I'm not joking around. I think that really is the name that you use for that sort of a formation in a tree. Okay, you lie down on the ground and look in the small hole. It is too dark inside to see anything. Okay, can we feel inside the hole? I realize this is getting a little bit suggestive, but... Okay, you lie down on the ground and reach into the small hole. You feel around inside the hollow tree and discover a rope stretching up into the tree. You pull it, and to your amazement, a rope ladder falls from the branches above. All right, well, let's go ahead and climb that. And you don't actually have to type anything. You just walk up to it and Gwydion automatically starts climbing it. Okay, here's a good place to save. This is a bit of a tricky spot for a couple of reasons. First of all, let's take a look here. So we're standing outside a shack that has been built in the branches of the spreading oak tree. A rope ladder leads down to the ground. So basically a tree house. If you look in the house, there seems to be somebody moving around inside the tree house. So this works pretty much like the witch's house in King's Quest I. You can say look inside to get an idea if somebody's inside or not. And if somebody is, then you... Whoop. Okay, that was pretty stupid. But anyway, so you climb up to about here, and then you press left. And yeah, he just jumps off and stands on the platform there. If we then walk inside... Aha, you've entered the bandits' hideout, and one of them is coming after you now. And if he catches us... The heartless thug drags you out the door and pushes you off the porch. And we die again. So, what we want to do is come here when there's not somebody moving around. This requires going up and down a few times. But I think that eventually... There we go. You can see very little of the interior from out here, but there seems to be a figure sleeping in a chair. Okay, so when the figure is sleeping in a chair, we can go inside and... Alright, one of them is sleeping at a small table. So, let's go ahead and quickly save here again. So, see this sort of... Well, it looks kind of like a table in the back, but it's actually... Well, let's take a look around. The hideout is made of rough planks, sparsely furnished with a table, a chair, and a small wooden bin in the corner. It's a bin, like a wooden storage container. It's not a table. So if we look at it, it's built into the... It's covered by a hinged lid. And if you open the bin, if you open the lid and look inside, you still lift the lid and hope the squeaky hinges do not wake the bandit. There's nothing inside. So this is where we can recover our stolen possessions. If the bandits had robbed me, well, when they did rob me before, I could have come here and gotten everything back from here. I just didn't want to bother because there's really no point in doing so. It's easier just to restore your game. So yeah, there's not really much here. If you haven't gotten robbed, there's not much here, except for that thing on the table. There is a leather coin purse lying on top of a wobbly table. And yes, it does have coins inside it. So let's go ahead and talk to the bandit. The bandit opens his eyes and sees you in his hideout. He jumps up from the chair and chases you. Oh, he caught me. I wonder if I talk to him and then run away quickly. I think, yeah, he follows me outside, so you can't really get away from him once he's woken up. He'll chase you outside, and you don't have time to crawl down the ladder. So let's go and get the purse. You very carefully lift the coin purse off the table, practically out from under the sleeping bandit's nose. All right, let's go ahead and get out of here before the guy wakes up, because he does wake up eventually. And that's it. That should be the last time that we need to go there, unless we get robbed again, but otherwise we don't have to actually go there. So let's go ahead and I'm trying to stay close to the edges of the screen so that in case the bandits pop up quickly, I can very quickly go off screen, because again, video game logic states that they're not able to follow you off the screen. Let's take a look at this purse that we got. What does the game call it? A pouch? Wait, oh, here we go. Purse and gold coins. Can we open the purse? Can we look in the purse? No. Can we count coins? Okay, you have 8 gold coins. Okay, so you start off with 8 coins, and what you do with them, well, what you need to do with them is spend them here in the store. Store! So let's go inside and open the door. Good day to you, young man, greets the storekeeper. What can I do for you? Let's go ahead and talk to this fellow. Now, what can I do for you? That's not for you. Oh, I think that's the dog making little snoring sounds or something. So if you look on the shelves, of course there are lots of things for sale here, but as is typical with adventure games, the game helpfully points out the things that you actually need. So leather pouches, salt, fish oil, and lard. So let's go ahead and buy a pouch. The score sound effect was cut off by the dog woofing. You have purchased the finest pouch in the land, the French storekeeper informs you. That will be 1 gold coin. What else can I get for you, the amiable shopkeeper? I think you automatically pay him. Hold on, count coins. Yeah, you have 7, so we automatically pay him. Okay, let's buy some salt. You'll be very happy with this salt. Let's buy that lard. You have purchased the finest lard in the land. Yeah, okay. And what was the other thing? Fish oil, wasn't it? Yes. Let's buy some fish oil. A fine choice indeed, young man. All right. I think that's all. Thanks. You're welcome. Count coins. Okay, so we have 4 coins left. I think that's all that we need to buy in this game. I think that's all. So let's go ahead and take a look at the dog here. The dog lying on the floor is obviously a mutt. The name Kenny is embossed on his leather collar. And, oh, I've got some dusting to do. Just let me know when you need something. I don't need anything else, thank you, but that's okay. Let's talk to the dog. You speak to the dog in a soothing voice and his ears perk up. Go ahead and pet him, says the storekeeper. Kenny loves attention. Okay, let's pet the dog. As you pet him, Kenny licks your hand and thumbs his tail in appreciation. A small wad of dog fur collects in your hand, and you tuck it into your pocket for later use. Okay, so I mentioned in the video about the cruelty towards the cat in this game and how it seems a little bit inappropriate. This is pretty much, I mean, consider, so we have to get dog hair and cat hair. But with the cat, we got the cat hair by picking up the cat and just tearing it from the cat's body. But the way you get the dog hair is, oh, you pet the dog, and I guess because the dog is shedding a little bit, some hair collects in your hand if you repeatedly pet the dog. That's pretty normal. I mean, if you pet a long-haired animal, usually some of its fur will eventually kind of wad up into a ball. But no, this is how you get the dog fur. You just pet the dog and you serendipitously get its fur. But the cat, you just rip it off, and it's no, that's not fair. Come on. Okay. I'll go and save here, just because I do want to show you what it looks like inside the tavern, even though we'll go there later, but we might as well. Oh, these are the bandits. They're drinking. Whoops, I didn't see what that said. I think that just said one of the bandits called out to the barmaid and asked her for some more beer. I do like the way, I don't want to be a pig, but I can't help but notice that they have given some jiggle to the animation of that barmaid walking around. Anyway, let's look at the bandits. The 2 ruffians at the table see you looking at them and glare back at you menacingly. It's the bandits from the forest. But here we're all friends. Here we can't get into a fist fight inside the bar, so you can't do something like kill the bandits. Surely you just, or talk to them. One of the ugly rogues scowls at you as he says, "Beat it, kid." Can we, no, okay. And let's go ahead and take a look at the barmaid. The buxom barmaid has an air of hardened determination. You get the feeling that she doesn't take any guff from anybody. Can we, watch it, fella? No. Okay, so what we can do here is buy a drink. The barmaid hands you a glass, and the potent liquid burns as it slides down your parched throat. It hits bottom, and you suddenly feel a bit woozy. You can buy some more. Oh, Gwydion starts to walk around independently without control. Okay, let's buy another one. And another one. That one tasted even better than the last. Just one more sounds like a good idea. All right. One of the surly-looking characters yells to the barmaid, "Wench, come over here with more ale." I think I'm out of coins, though. Yeah, empty purse. So I used up all my coins. I wonder... Oh, he walked right out of the room without me even trying to do so. It's pretty awesome. I wonder what happens if you come here with all 8 of your coins and just try to buy 8 drinks in a row. You know, I've actually never tried that. I doubt that it does anything interesting. I doubt that he passes out or dies from alcohol poisoning or anything like that, but that would be kind of funny if he did. And over here, there is a long pier that stretches off into the water, and there's really not much to do here. Wow, this goes on for quite a while. There's not much to do here now. Actually, there's not anything to do here right now, but there will be a little bit later. Let's see. Let's take a look at the map. So what have we not seen yet? We've... yeah, we can go... Okay, so we've got a few... Okay, let me go ahead and restore my game to get our 4 coins back, because we will need some money still. We haven't... Even though I don't think we need to buy anything specifically now, we have not yet exhausted our need for money. This thing on the tree here is a mistletoe growing on it. So let's go ahead and get the mistletoe. Okay. You search among the hanging mistletoe until you find a sprig that is dried. You break it off and carry it with you. No, we won't use this for kissing, even though that would be nice. Oh, here's a, as you can see, a giant spider's web. So let's go ahead and do the logical thing and walk right into it. As you touch the sticky web, a giant spider drops down from her lair in the tree above. You attempt to escape, but her sticky web holds you fast. Wow, not even any sound effect? For some reason I thought that deserved a sound effect, at least for my death, but okay, whatever. While we're here, let's go ahead and get some mud. With the wooden spoon, you kneel and scoop a spoonful of wet mud from the stream's bank. You carry it with you. So yeah, now we have mud in our inventory. We will need the mud later, and as you can see, it is also a magical item, because it had a asterisk on the inventory screen. So we've got just a couple of screens left to fill in. Ooh, here's somewhere we haven't been yet. It's pretty cool. Let's see. Let's go ahead and... Hold on, let's take a look around. This is the comfortable home of the 3 bears. Exactly how Gwydion knows this is unclear, but that's okay. A well-tended flower garden grows out front. Can we pick the flowers? You wouldn't want to spoil the lovely flower bed by picking one. Then why didn't you tell me when I was farther away and make me get closer to it just to tell me that you're not going to pick the flowers? Okay, let's go inside the house. Scram, growls Papa Bear. We're not interested. Uh-oh, I can't move. Okay, we need to go into the house when there's nobody home. So, let's go ahead and try this again. Oh, Mama Bear growls at you as you near the flower bed. Better stay away from it and her. What if we disregard this advice? Oh dear, you have annoyed Mama Bear by trampling her precious flowers. And she throws us off the screen. That's pretty awesome. Okay, so what we need to do here is just keep trying. Once again, you just have to keep trying until okay, here we go. Now there's nobody home. So, you're in the charming home of the three bears. Mama Bear certainly does keep her house nice and cozy. So, you remember the story of Goldilocks, of course. You sit in this chair, but this chair is much too hard. That's not what your mother said. And if we try to sit in this chair is much too soft. Oh, he sank in too deeply. Yes, certainly a problem. So let's go ahead and take a look at what's on the table. There are 3 bowls of porridge on the table. You're surprised that bears eat porridge. You always thought they ate honey and berries. I guess that's true, but I think that is a little bit of absurd realism, considering that this is a game which has walking, talking bears. I think the fact that these bears eat porridge might be the least of the surprises, but okay, whatever. Let's go ahead and try to get some of this porridge. So we try to get this bowl. This bowl of porridge is much too hot. What about this one? This bowl of porridge is much too cold. And predictably, this bowl of porridge is just right, so you take it with you. And likewise, if you try to sit in this chair, for no reason whatsoever, other than just that it's a chair to sit in, this chair feels just right. Okay. We're going to get up. Uh-oh. Well, so much for that. Okay, so we got the porridge, which I believe is the same as oatmeal. Isn't porridge the same as oatmeal? I don't know, I feel like it is. Let's take a look at the fire. The cheery little fire crackling in the fireplace, even though it's summer. I guess bears like it warm. Even though they have those thick fur coats, you'd think that they wouldn't be bothered by. Anyway, and if we look at the pan and candle and stuff on the wall, yeah, there's nothing that we need from here. And if we go upstairs, there is something else special waiting for us upstairs. Oh, it's the bedroom of the three bears. So let's go ahead and take a look around. This is the family's cozy bedroom. You see 3 beds and a chest of drawers. Well, let's try to sleep in this bed. Sleep in bed. You need to move closer. You jump onto the medium-sized bed and sink deep into its fluffy depths. Okay. This bed is much too soft. All right. Get up. Oh, he automatically gets up after a moment. Okay. Let's try this other bed. Sleep in bed. You flop onto the biggest and hardest bed. Oh, yes, Gwydion likes that. He likes jumping onto that big hard bed. This bed is much too hard. Okay. And let's see, does the game say anything about this rug? It's just as it appears. Okay. Well, let's try sleeping in this bed. You lie upon the smallest bed and snuggle down into the pillow. Ah, this bed is just right. Hello? I can't control the game, can I? Uh-oh. Oh no! Papa Bear has found you sleeping in Baby Bear's bed. And stay out! Wow, he literally threw me down the stairs and then threw me out the door. It's pretty awesome. Okay, anyway, we don't need to do that. That's just for fun. What we actually need to do upstairs is look in the dresser, in the chest of drawers that was in the back. So let's go ahead and quickly do that. Open drawer. You open the drawer and see a silver thimble. Okay, let's get the thimble. Pick it up and carry it with you. Okay. And just to be nice, let's close the drawer. We stole somebody's thimble, but at least we closed their drawer after we did it. What? Can I not look at the thimble? Oh, maybe. Hold on. Really? Okay. All right. Well, it is a thimble, so I guess that's all we need to know. And what we need to do with the thimble is get some dew from these flowers. Holding the silver thimble beneath a dew-filled flower, you gently tip the flower so its dew runs into the thimble. You move from flower to flower, repeating the process until your thimble is brimming with dew. How do you know that you need a thimble full of dew? Well, it is in the game's manual. So those of you who are familiar with the game know what's coming soon. It's something that extensively involves some stuff from the game's manual. We'll talk a little bit more about that later. But let's go ahead and take a look at the map quickly. So we've got everything now on the map filled in except for the stuff by the ocean, which I don't think that we actually need. But hold on, let's go ahead and let's teleport here quickly. And I just want to see if there's anything on this part of the game that I need, even though I really don't think there is. I think it's just 4 screens of beach, and I don't know why the beach sand is gray instead of yellow. Also, one nice thing about this game, as opposed to the first 2 King's Quest games, is that when Gwydion gets into water that's deep enough to swim in, he swims automatically. Like that. Yeah, you can just see it here. He's in waist deep here, and then here he just starts to swim by himself. You don't have to press equals like in previous games to make him start swimming. And yeah, so there's absolutely nothing there. It's just four pointless screens. So, okay, I think that I have done everything that I need to do down here in the countryside for right now. So let's go ahead and let me restore my game. And unfortunately, we can't use the map to teleport back to Manannan's house. If you try to teleport there, that's the house there. But if you try to teleport there, it actually teleports you to this screen. So you have to walk back up this narrow, winding path, which is kind of a pain. But we can do that. You can do it! Go ahead and save here. Oh, the game went back to the first disc. So the first disc is starts from this screen, and then the second... Whoops! That's a little bit unfair because he's behind the rock, so you can't really tell very well when he's actually about to hit the edge of the path. Anyway, okay. So we made it back here. Let's go ahead and walk up into the house. Okay. And I don't have much time, but I hope I'll have enough time. So what we need to do is come here into Manannan's study. Let's go ahead and quickly save the game. And let's take a look around. Manannan is very private with his study and doesn't like you poking around. The huge oak desk is covered with his writing implements. An oak cabinet is in the corner. There is a chart on the rear wall. The bookshelves are filled with books on every subject. The wizard fancies himself to be quite a scholar. So what do we have? We have a desk, a cabinet, a chart, and the bookshelves. I don't think... Let's see. Did I try typing look chart? The chart has no meaning to you. Okay, last time I tried typing look at map, so it's not a map, it's a chart. If you look in the desk, open desk, you open the large desk's only drawer, but you see nothing interesting. Before you're caught, you close it. Okay. And I don't think we can clean out the wastebasket either. I think I tried empty wastebasket. Okay, whatever. Anyway, so, if we try to read the books, I don't think there's much... Wow, really? Hold on. How can you do that? Is Gwydion illiterate? Can we get the books? You glance at the titles of the books, but do not see any that interest you. Wait, was that a glint of metal behind one large book? Look behind book? Oh! You push the large book aside, revealing a metal lever attached to the back of the bookshelf. And I don't think it matters if you pull the lever or push the lever. Either one will cause this to happen. A trap door opens, revealing steep stone steps leading into darkness. That's pretty awesome. And before we go down there, the last thing that we need from here is here in this dresser. or actually cabinet, right? I think it's, yeah. The oak cabinet has a brass handle on its door. Your feather duster is lying on its top. Oh, that's what we need to do here. Sometimes Manannan will send us into the study to dust. So if you get the duster, then Gwydion will dust off the desk. Okay. That is what... that's what we were missing last time. Actually, I don't really need to be doing this. I'm just showing you what it looks like, but that's actually kind of a waste of time. Okay, I'll go ahead and restore my game because, again, I'm very, I want to save as much time as possible. Okay, so what we need to do with this cabinet is unlock it using the brass key, which we got from the wizard's bedroom upstairs. We open it automatically, and inside we find the wizard's magic wand. You take it with you, knowing it could mean death if he finds it missing. This is the only item in the game that you need to return. Remember I said in the first video that the wizard doesn't notice anything missing. Even if you take his key and his map and all that, he doesn't notice any of it gone. The only thing he notices missing is this wand. So we will need to return the wand later on. But we can do that. That's fine. So let's go ahead and quickly move these books to reveal the lever. And... not close enough. All right, there we go. Now, let's go ahead and save here. Okay, this might actually be a good place to stop the video here. Let's go ahead and take a look at the wand just out of curiosity. Can I really not see the... do I have to do see object? I guess this should work. There's the wand. Yeah. The magic wand is cool and smooth to the touch and creamy white in color. You think it might be fashioned from ivory. And that thimble and dew... what? No. Why does this happen? Come on. The game... okay. There we go. The dew sparkles within the little silver thimble. Okay. So, just to give you a preview, I think most of you watching this probably already know what's down here because most of you have probably played this game before, but just in case anyone hasn't. So down here is a little basement room. This is the wizard's laboratory. And this is where we're going to make some magic. But we will do that... yeah, we'll do that in... wow, it's a lot of... okay, I'm going to read all that in the next video. But anyway, this is what... this is where we'll be spending the start of the next video. And, yeah, we'll make some magic happen. Should be... it should be interesting. I hope that I'll see you folks then. As usual, thanks for watching, and take care of yourselves. I will talk to you later in the magical world of King's Quest III. Bye-bye for now, everyone.